Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is time for Hell's Paradise episode 7. I've been waiting for this. I was sick a little bit and took me a while to recover, but I'm back and ready for anime, so let's do this, shall we?
ちで一緒にまぐわらない？気持ち悪いこと言うな。ごめん。ここまで入ってきた人間が珍しく。
That's a proposition you kinda can't turn down. I mean, if they were serious, you only get this chance once in your life. Although, ain't no telling what these things actually are, so is it a risk worth taking? I don't know.
たく。いいとこだったのに。なえさせやがって。
Oh.
殺してやる。
Hold on, maybe it is Adam and Eve. Holy, she just straight up morphed into a dude. See, there's a lot of gender-based commentary and stuff going on in this show, and it's pretty interesting. I think I talked about it before, you know, just kind of gender roles and embracing your femininity and masculinity, and then we have this person here who can just straight up turn from male to female on a whim. No dysphoria included. They just straight up, just, there you go. They don't have to feel like a man or a woman, because they can just flat out turn into one. Alright, so we are definitely getting the... We're understanding now that there are other beings that are humanoid that live here, outside of the giants and the monsters and stuff. We got, you know, these Adam and Eve figures, and then this little girl that just kind of showed up. You saw her briefly in the credits or whatever. I don't know what her story is going to be about, but we'll see what that's about too. So.
何この盆栽人？化け物。
It's Groot. Dude, it's straight up Groot.
の一種でしょうか。これくらいの相手に今のうちに試しておきたく。
Hold on, what's going on with this? I want to test myself against a low-level enemy while I have the chance. Oh, so she's already confident she can beat it. But why'd she take his glasses off? She like chucked his glasses away. Oh. So this is a ninjutsu she's about to use. Okay. She drinks a liquid and it makes her secrete a bunch of liquids. What kind of ninjutsu is this? Is this a Naru massage ninjutsu? Because I'm about that. Please, I don't know what I'm talking about. If you are a decent human being, please just be like, what is he talking about, and move on. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, you're a degenerate. Bro!
なんだ今の子供の細腕でできる芸当じゃないぞ。
待ってください。あなたに危害を加える気はありません。
She straight up just shoulder tossed this fool. She like 2 feet tall. Bro, she did that effortlessly. And I could, like, you can tell she was able to pull it off because he wasn't ready. You know, it was that easy, but like, holy crap. She's definitely stronger than she's letting on. Or than appears to be.
いるだけなんだ。それ以外のことはさせないでくれ。
Of course he made her cry. She's still a child. I mean, well, I don't know. Ain't no telling how old she really is, but she definitely looks like a little girl. So, you know, to her, you're bullying her. She was just curious about what was going on, and then now she's getting chased, and now you're threatening her. You know, she don't know how to handle it.
ないと。
そりゃ泣くでしょ。
どうしたらいい？
とにかく下ろしなさい。働いたんですけど。
Oh, she took his glasses so he wouldn't see her technique. That's what it was. She didn't want him to see her technique. That's why she said, I won't tip my hand to you. Okay. For some reason, it didn't click. Like, it wasn't registering for me, but okay. We're on the same page now.
風呂もある。
あゆあゆあゆ
Of course he convinced her with a bath. Oh my god. She is just a bundle of joy. I can't. She's she's so childish, man, but also a badass at the same time.
村というか廃村だな。
Well, it certainly is a village.
他に誰もいないね。
1000年前まではこうではなかった。
1000年。
家に案内する。
1,000 years ago, huh? Okay.
そんなことしてる暇ないだろ
She like, bruh, you don't have time for that. This is the reason I came here. Y'all can talk all you want. I'm about to go take a bath. I love her.
いません。
We know what her motives are. Look, you can't blame them for wanting to take a bath. These are very beautiful women that have been out here fighting and sweating and doing all this crap all this time. It's good to relax whenever you can, especially in a situation like this. Leave them alone.
食べないのか。
飯を食いに来たんじゃない。
My boy is doing everything he can to stay on task, and this is just not really, it's not really working for everybody. Want to chill and eat and relax. He just like, bro, we need answers. We don't have time for this.
イズ永遠に美しい完璧な存在。
So these are the immortals who consume the elixirs. I'm assuming to. So it's real. They exist. These are immortal beings. So I don't know if they're supposed to be religious figures or not. That was just me kind of putting the pieces together because this is supposed to be where gods live, even though Adam and Eve were not gods per se, but some people look at them as deities as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know, my ignorance as far as religious stuff goes is vast, as you can see, but whatever.
お前たちには好意も敵意もない。事実を言っただけ。島の侵入者は皆天仙様。
So no mortals make it off this island because the immortals make sure they take care of them beforehand. So you got an army of immortal beings, or maybe not even an army, just a group of immortal beings, making sure that humans don't last very long. Well, to that effect, then I'm guessing that little girl is not human either. She got some supernatural stuff going on. But that makes sense. I mean, that's how you got to keep a place sacred and secret somehow. And having a group of immortal people who kill every human being that shows up is a good way to keep motherfuckers from showing up and taking over and all that other crap. So there you go.
命が単の源となる。
Oh, really? So, okay, so if the lives that are being sacrificed and turned into plants are becoming the source of the life elixir, don't they need people to come? If that's what's continuing to create the source or create the elixir, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it seems like the elixir came to be because of all the people that were being turned into plants or whatever. So, which one came first? Are the people necessary for the elixir to exist or what? I don't know. That's kind of confusing.
のか。
刀で人を刺さない。
え？
うわ、引くわ。
そう？ごめん。
信じようとし
I like how he apologized. He was like, "Whoa, is that bad? Oh, my bad." He was just talking to her, but he didn't realize that pointing the blade at her would scare her. Like he genuinely just didn't realize that was a bad thing to do. So he apologized. That's crazy. This show is so weird, man. It seems like that's the like it. Okay, if we were talking about that under normal circumstances, you would assume like, yes, of course he would apologize. That's the right thing to do. But it's just so odd to happen in an anime. Like it just feels like a weird thing to take place because he's like a really hardened dude or whatever. Even though we know he's a softie and he loves his wife or whatever. But it's just that transaction was so weird for anime to me, where he's just like, hey, give me information. And she's like, holy shit, he's gonna kill me. And they're like, dude, don't do that. And he's like, oh shit, my bad. Just like, that transaction was just very interesting.
じまいとここは新戦況。立ち入った人間がどうなるかは神の意志。島を出るのも容易ではないだろう。
So once you get here, essentially, you're basically destined to die. And the only way to leave, from what I've seen thus far, is due to the will of the god. So the immortals determine whether you live or die, because they'll kill you if they want to. And on top of that, whether or not you're able to actually leave the island, you have to have their blessing also. So coming to this island, in general, is just a death sentence. But that begs the question, how did the leader of the ninja camp, his wife's dad, how did he obtain immortality and return? Because that's what would have had to happen, right? Like for him to obtain immortality, he would have had to go onto the island and then somehow left.
気は緩んでた。風呂上がりで一瞬眠そうにしてたろ。
してません。
してた。
しつこい。
I like how she gonna call him stubborn when she's the one denying that she was all relaxed and sleepy earlier. She's literally dozing off, but she gonna call him stubborn because he freaking not allowing her to lie about it.
今は三層構造である。
暮らしたいだけだ。邪魔はするな。
嘘。
I mean, based on the information you were given, there's no reason, I don't see any reason outside of the fact that you don't know them to not believe their story. They provided you with information they didn't have to give you. They fed you, they bathed you. It really seems like at the end of the day, all they want to do is just live quietly. And that's exactly what they're doing. It's hard to try to pull some ulterior motive out of what they did. It just doesn't make any sense. So oh wow, that's one hell of a wound, bro. I mean, he's got tons of wounds too, but and that's probably why she looked so interested, because she's like, holy crap, he's scarred like I am. She's centuries old though. Like why? It is assumed, my hypothesis is she has probably gotten the elixir's blessing while she was a kid, which is why she doesn't age, just like the other beings in this world. Because her hair and her eyelashes and stuff are monocolored, just like the other Tenzin. So it is assumed that she is a Tenzin too, just a very young one. At least that's my thought process. Like she got the elixir very, very young, so she stayed that age, and she's just been living this whole time. What confuses me though is the fact that she still acts like a child. That's the part that's kind of weird, because even if you still have a child's form, for centuries you've been living, so maybe it's just because it's all she knows? Who knows?
何やってんだ、お主ら。まったく、考えるべきことはや。
Look, man, I've told you, she jumping on any opportunity she can get now. Like all of her little feminine woes and stuff, and proper bathing etiquette, teaching this little girl how to become a young lady, taking care of her body and proper hygiene. Like, yeah, she's like, I've been freaking cutting off heads for the past week. Now I get to finally, do some girly stuff for a change. That's funny.
があるというのに。
休めるときはしっかり休まないと、本当の戦いの前に倒れてしまいます。
My God, I love her. She's so she's like bestest girl. I know I like the Kunoichi, and I do like the samurai girl too, but man, she's so supportive. She's so thoughtful and supportive, man. Just love her.
という名の戦です。大将はあなたですが、軍師は私。休めというのも戦略助言です。
You are the general, but I am the strategist. It is my strategic advice that you rest well. Fuck it, dude. This is the foundation of the proper partnership that makes up all successful relationships. Like, this is nuts, man, how much this show is really resonating with me. And just like, there's so many things to be taken from this show outside of just what's going on in the background or whatever. But like something like that, that is crazy to have a woman who's got your back to this degree and understands, like, we have our roles to play. I'm here to support you. Like, you know, and just being able to set you straight, you know, whenever you're feeling confused or whatever your shortcomings are, she is just there to make up for them and vice versa. Like, that is, man, that's crazy. It's so unbelievably valuable. And a lot of people either A, take it for granted, or B, do not know what they're missing by not trying to find this in their life. Because holy man, I'm telling you, my wife and our relationship is very, very much structured in this way. And it's amazing. It's hard to really express how easier it is for me now compared to before we met to just kind of go through life knowing I have that kind of support system. It's nuts.
いろいろあるのかもしれんが、わしは気にせん。君はそんなことする必要ない。
あ
いえ、これは単にお気に入りの髪型でございます。
え、そうなの？
ですが、大将がそう仰せならば、そうします。ありがとう。
Come on! Dude, this is like the best fucking relationship ever, man. If that is what you want, my general, that's what I shall do. Come on, bro. Come on. I'm like fanboying over this shit, dude. It's so wholesome. It's so nice to see this depiction in anime. It's so great. This alone, like, story aside, everything that's going on with the story is fine. I really do enjoy it. But this right here, this is what makes this show really freaking good to me.
とは誰よりも美しい。外見など全く大したことじゃない。なんだその顔。
いえ、あまりに真っ当なので面食らいまして。
She was kind of thrown back. I know a woman with a large scar, but there's no one more beautiful than her.
その人は誰よりも美しい。外見など全く大したこと
Appearances don't matter, yo.
その顔。
It was just such a respectable thing to say. I'm dumbfounded. Yeah, that just came out of a hardened criminal murderer.
あまりに
寝る暇などないと改めて思い出した。
Right, my man's getting his focus back. But that's what it is. That is the importance of resting your body, resting your mind, and allowing yourself to do that every now and then, because obviously you can keep going and pushing, and that perseverance is great. But if you don't allow yourself to rest, you can never work at 100%. You can never get that level of focus that you feel like you have because you keep pushing it or whatever. Like, always give yourself some time to rest. It don't matter if you're a freaking assassin or a ninja or a YouTuber. Oh man, you know what? I will concede that I may be reading into some of the themes of this show a bit much. Like some people probably watching this like, dude, it's not that deep. Like, I think you might be looking at, you know, you may be taking these themes a little too far and, you know, assuming that they mean this when they probably don't. But like, it's my interpretation, you know, and I think that this show has a lot of really good, positive overall themes that if you're really paying attention, man, you can really grasp on to, especially if you're having any issues that people are dealing with, the same people are dealing with in this show. There's a lot of reassuring messages coming out of this, and I like it a lot. So this show is really surprising me. It's very shocking how just kind of smart it is and aware it seems to be. But outside of that, the general premise is still interesting. The Tenzin are a very interesting group of people. I wonder how many of them there actually are, because thus far we've only seen what I'm going to say is 3. I don't know if there's any more than that, but I count the little girl as a Tenzin. Rather the show openly acknowledges that or not. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.